Focus now to the big story that we're tracking here on CNN News 18, and that's the sinking feeling Delhiites are getting for the last 2 days, because Delhi continues to bear the brunt of the monsoon mayhem. Even though it hasn't rained for close to 2 days now, there's a slight drizzle that is expected in the city today. Now, Yamuna is still flowing over the danger mark. It is at 208 meters. Remember, the flood mark is at 205. It was breached 3 days ago. It hasn't reached this level in the last 45 years. It is unprecedented, which is why unprecedented measures also need to be taken. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has requested those living in low-lying areas to leave as soon as they can. He's also going to be surveying some of these flood-prone areas in just a short while from now. Beyond this, major landmarks and prominent roads have been submerged completely, causing citizens to call them rivers and not roads. Parts of the national capital, including areas in the city centre like Rajghat, like ITO, civil lines are all affected. Some of them more affected than the others. Prime Minister Modi, in fact, too, who is currently on a 2-day visit to France, has been keeping a close watch. He took stock of the floods in Delhi and spoke with the Delhi Lieutenant Governor late last night, as well as with Amit Shah, to take stock of the situation. But CNN News 18 is getting you ground reports from across the city. Take a look.
Currently reporting from the Iron Bridge, which is also known as the Lohe Ka Pul, where the rescue operation is currently underway, not for the humans but for the animals. As you can see in the visuals, a team of the NDRF has been deployed here. We have been given to understand that there is a nearby Gaushala, and this is how the rescue process is taking place. This is how the cows who have been stranded in the nearby Gaushala, they are being brought back to a safer location. As per the details which has been shared to us by the officials who are present here on the ground zero, they were close to 200 of the cows which were stranded. 100 have been evacuated so far, and the efforts are being made to rescue the remaining cows at the earliest. And now they are being taken to the safest possible location in the capital city. And as far as the NDRF teams are concerned, there are close to 16 of the teams which are deployed here on the ground zero, which are working at the earliest. And you can see that for the stranded animals, the necessary items are also being sent out with the help of the team NDRF, because we have been given to understand that the cows who were stranded, they have not eaten anything for last 3 days. There is another boat as well, as you can see in the visuals. This is how exactly the cows are being brought back. This is also a sorry picture, but this is the only best possible way which has been left with the team of the NDRF.
The point where I'm standing as of now is just 100 meters away from the Supreme Court, and there you see the condition. This is water approaching to the main road that leads to Supreme Court. Just 100 meters away from the outgate of Supreme Court, and this is the condition of the national capital, where in fact water has now started reaching Supreme Court. So, in fact, just few minutes back, we got an update that near ITO, CM Arvind Kejriwal would be visiting and will be taking the stock of the situation. But the fact of the matter is that at this point in time, people are facing a lot of difficulties as far as commuting is concerned, as far as their daily life is concerned, because this is, the peak hours, office time. And during this time, a lot of people travel from one place to another in the national capital, especially in this area where I'm standing as of now. This is Central Delhi in Latian Zone near Pragati Maidan. We have Supreme Court area, which is now, water has started covering the roads. And in fact, this is the kind of condition where traffic is on. In fact, traffic police is very much there, but water level is constantly rising. In fact, this is the kind of condition also because, drainage water is not finding its way to Yamuna, and Yamuna is already overflowing, and that is the reason why this water is actually backflowing into the areas. This area is one of the crucial areas. We have Supreme Court of India, the national property, in fact, national building.
Now, the situation is getting bad to worse in the national capital. It has started drizzling a little today, but over the last 24 hours or more, it hasn't rained a drop. And yet, the situation is only worsening in certain parts. And let's get you a comparison of at least a few places that we've chalked out. This is the Red Fort, or at least the backside of the Red Fort. This is what it looked like yesterday, where you could see people wading through. Tires are submerged of cars and vehicles, of two-wheelers. This is what it looks like today. The water level has only increased. In fact, there are some vehicles that are more submerged than they were yesterday. This is what the Red Fort area or one side of Red Fort area look like. Let's look at what ITO looks like. Now, ITO is in the heart of the city. It is not only used to commute within the city, but if you have to come in from Delhi to Noida, that's also one of the roads that you use. Look at that. That is what it looked like yesterday, where there were a lot of people that were stranded wading through ankle-deep water. This is what it looks like today. You can barely see any stretch of land anymore. There is absolutely no piece of road that you can see here. It is just water everywhere. The footpath also completely submerged, something that wasn't seen yesterday. Let's look at what the Yamuna Bridge looks like. Now, this is very, very close to the river, which is flowing on much more than it's ever seen in the last 4 decades. That is what it looked like yesterday, where you could see water levels rising, the current also very, very high. This is what it looks like today. The current is much higher, as you can see between those two pictures. The water level a few millimeters has reduced, but it's still way, way past the danger mark, which is why a flood alert or flood worry still continues to haunt the people of the national capital and, of course, the administration. This is the Yamuna Bazaar area. That is what it looked like yesterday. There was water everywhere. NDRF was conducting rescue operations as well. There were homes, shops, all of them were submerged. This is what it looks like today. Look at that. There are people wading through water because they have to leave these places to get out of there and save their lives. But they're walking through at least waist deep or in some cases chest deep water, and that is how high the water has really gotten. Where is this water going? It's not just the water that's spilling onto from Yamuna, but it's also the drainage water that doesn't seem to have a place to go to because all the drains are blocked. That confirmation coming to the fore from the Delhi government as well. These visuals that you see on your screens are a survey being conducted. You see Delhi Minister Atishi there. Delhi LG VK Saxena, I believe, is also present there. This is near the Yamuna Bridge, where a survey is being conducted by the Delhi government, by the central government as well, who are all keeping a close watch as to what steps need to be taken to ensure that the situation doesn't worsen any further. Our Minister Saurabh Bharadwaj there as well, taking stock of the situation. Several people there who've gathered perhaps to air their grievances with the state government to ensure that help reaches them as soon as possible. We'll try and get you more details of where exactly the situation stands at the moment as far as the River Yamuna is concerned. But these visuals coming in from ITO in the national capital. Two ministers of the Delhi government, Atishi and Saurabh Bharadwaj, taking stock of the situation. Remember, like I was pointing out, ITO is a key area in the heart of the national capital. Not only is it used by commuters who travel within the city, it's also used for commuters who are traveling within the national capital region, coming in or going through from Noida to Delhi or from Gurugram to Noida. So it is very, very important that this area particularly does not see any waterlogging that goes beyond 24 hours. Unfortunately, that situation hasn't really changed much. ITO was inundated yesterday. It continues to be inundated today with water levels only increasing further. We are expecting Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal as well to conduct a survey of multiple flood-prone areas or flooded areas. He did so yesterday. He was in Wazirabad. Today, we're expecting him to visit other key parts of the city to take stock of what can be done to ensure that this water recedes as soon as possible. Because if the IMD forecast, as predicted, does come true, and if there are showers today that Delhi witnesses, the situation could only worsen. And that is something that Delhi government, the people of Delhi and the city of Delhi are not prepared to handle. Akash, my colleague, joining us live, getting us more details. Akash, two ministers of the Delhi government, the Delhi LG, now surveying key areas of ITO in the heart of the national capital. We are expecting Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal there as well.
Exactly, Arvind Kejriwal is expected to visit the area in some time from now. But yes, as you rightly mentioned, Delhi LG, VK Saxena, along with Minister Saurabh Bharadwaj and Atishi, is basically taking stock of the situation, because we know that how water has entered into the main road of ITO, and traffic is affected. In fact, I am walking on Ring Road. This is the same road where in general days we used to see a lot of traffic. But today I'm walking on this particular road. In fact, approaching the same point where LG and in fact ministers from the Delhi government are are present, and this is the kind of condition that Delhi is facing. In fact, this is not the only area, Poonam. We have a number of areas where people are facing traffic congestion. In fact, many of them are unable to, go to their destinations because, in fact, on the Sarai Kaleka flyover, we had a number of people who were trying to enter the ITO area, but, traffic has been diverted and they were unable to complete their journey.